So the next one, which I think a lot of people experience, but it's something that I never really wanted to admit, was this idea of wanting to be seen. So everybody on this planet has a desire to be acknowledged, to be noticed, to be seen as for who they are as an individual. So often in the past we might have felt unacknowledged, ignored, not noticed, and that can lead to feeling low, that maybe we don't deserve it, that we aren't good enough to be seen or noticed. This can then lead you to sort of behave in a certain manner or take up specific behaviours to try and subconsciously, this is a bit controversial, but get attention or receive attention or be seen, be noticed. Like I said, a bit controversial that, it isn't eating disorders aren't attention seeking, but there is an element of that in it. It's like, please see me, even though most of the time it's this battle between leave me alone, I'm fine, but also there's a desire to be seen. There's those polar opposites within it. This can often come from either innocent ignoring or purposeful ignoring. So innocent ignoring is this idea that sometimes if it's a parent, they're just busy and you have a moment where you want attention but they just accidentally ignore you, or they've got something else going on, and as a child you can't perceive that. Purposeful ignoring is what it says on the tin. Somebody ignoring you and them doing it on purpose. I think another thing is feeling as though you're taken for granted, so that the effort that you put in, the work that you put in, isn't acknowledged by other people or isn't thanked or hasn't been noticed, even though you're putting loads of work in. So how to overcome this is to notice it in yourself firstly, is to notice how you feel potentially that you haven't been noticed. Basically, notice that you haven't been noticed or that you have a desire to be seen. It's allowing yourself moments of telling people what you've done or what you've achieved to get that affirmation. If you feel like you get affirmation from what people say, is telling them what you've done and getting that. And also, like the classic one is patting yourself on the back, basically, is acknowledging all the things that you've done and have achieved and noticing it and rewarding yourself for that and being that inner dialogue and telling yourself, well done, I see you, I've